First, let's move to our topic of today. Our topic of today is how to move forward to your next level of success and to impact, right? That is the topic of our webinar today. And I'm very grateful to have you all here. It's going to be very interesting what we are going to cover today. It's about you. It's about you, how you can move to your next level of success with your business. If you have a job and every situation that you are, how can you do that? Bring it upon to move to your next level of success. When we are in a situation, we have a business, we are starting a business, there are things that are coming onto us. And most of the time we experience them as problem. And when a problem arises, we are becoming very, very hesitant and very anxious to go to find a solution. And we think we don't have a solution most of the time. But I want to tell you this, a problem only exists when there is a solution. The moment that you start thinking that you want to do something is because that the solution, the way, the path to achieve whatever you have bring into your mind is already there. The reason why you experience something as a problem is because you don't see the solution yet. And now I have this challenge, yes, to move to the next screen. I want to introduce myself. My name is Carla Valentina Martira. I am an HR professional with more than 25 years of experience. I have worked in several organizations as a manager, as an executive. I am a certified and accredited life and business coach for 5 years already. And I am a mental health ally from the Society for Human Resource Management. And what I do in my work is I help you discover what you truly want in your career and in your business and in your life and how to get there. Because it often happens that we have goals, but when we thought we have reached those goals, once we think we are there, we realize, okay, this is not what I wanted. So what I will do, I help you upfront to define what is it that I really want. And that is a very important thing. The start is the basic. It's like the foundation that you need to have to start building a business. Like the foundation for building a house, your goal, and if it's properly defined, is a foundation for you to start moving forward with your business, right? For today, what I want to ask you is to empty your cup. Because if you come to this webinar with a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinkings, and you won't have space to absorb, like this glass of water. It's full already. There is no space for more water, right? And that's the same thing with your mind. What I want you to do is to just be open for everything that I'm going to share with you today and try to reflect on how you see it for yourself. Because today we are going to talk about yourself. There are things that you are going to learn about yourself today. Okay? Thank you very much for that. The first thing that I want to share with you, how to achieve your goals. Before you start with anything, with your business, or we are opening a new year, and obviously everyone has those things that they want to achieve during the year, their objectives, their goals, intentions for the year. You need to define them well. And what I'm going to cover today is how to achieve your goals, to elevate success, and to impact with 4 simple changes. And why changes? A goal means that you are going to do something new or something different. It never stays the same. Otherwise, it won't be a goal. A goal is something that you want to achieve in the future. If it's something that is the way that you are, then you will not change and it will not be a goal. So when you want to achieve your goal, that's something new, that's something different that you want to achieve, you need to change. And there are 4 simple changes that you can bring upon in yourself. And these are so basic that we don't talk about them, we think about them often, but they are 4 simple changes that I want to discuss with you today. My first questions to you, how would you feel if you have the certainty that you made the right choice with regard to your goal and your choices? How would you feel if you know with surety, okay, I have this goal and I know I have all the things in place that I can reach it at the end of the year, for example. Or I know I made the good choice, the best choice with regards to a new business opportunity that I want to start. How would you feel? And how would you feel if you see the opportunity to realize that goal successfully? And that feeling is what I want you to walk away with today. Feeling okay about whatever goal or objective that you have set for yourself or your choice for a type of business, a business opportunity. I want you to walk away with the feeling that I made the right choice. Or even if you think that you didn't do that, with enough tools that you can go ahead and reflect and to redefine your goal in an appropriate way. The definition of goal that we will find in regular dictionary is a goal or objective is an idea of the future or desired result that a person or a group of people envision, plan, and commit to achieve. So there are several aspects in the definition of goal. An idea for the future, it is a desire, something, a result that you want to achieve. You envision it, you plan it, and you commit to achieve it. It's a regular definition of goal that you will find in any dictionary. Let I break it down. Idea of the future or desired result. It didn't happen yet. You don't have it yet. You need to do something different or you need to change to get there. If you have an idea for the future, something that you desired, a new result, and you don't change, you will stay at the same place as you are right now. So achieving goals means for me change. And for you to, it's the only way to achieve a goal. And you need to envision it. How does that future or that result that I want to achieve, how does it look like? What are the details? What are the specifics? How does it look? How does it feel? What are the emotions? How do I feel when I envision what I need to achieve? How does it smell? How does it taste? These details may sound like very, very uncommon, but these are the things that you need to go and think about when you are defining your goal. It needs to be clear for you. And how do you feel about your vision, your goal? How do you feel about it? And then you will go to plan the what, how, when, what do you need, what finances do you need, a building or not, or you will stay at home in your office. And most of the time, when we want to start a business, we start with plan. We start planning right away without thinking about what we want to achieve. But it doesn't work like that. And after you have planned, you will commit to your plan. The biggest myth about achieving goal, it is that it is the hardest thing that you can go through. But once that you have set your goals right, properly, it will go like automatically that you will know what you need to do because your goal is set right in the correct way. And when you have the certainty about your goal, you have to discover what you really want. You know exactly what you need to do. It's like a recipe. Believe me, the reason, if no, you don't know exactly what you need to do to achieve your goals, like a recipe, like automatically, if it's not like that, it's because your goal is not completely defined. And I will go with you through it in a couple of minutes. When you have that certainty about your goal, you know what you need to do and what actions to take. Automatically, it will pop up to you. It flows. You practice, of course. You make mistakes, of course, and errors, but you will learn. And on the long run, you will master every skill that you need to have and everything that you need to know in order to move forward and achieve your goal. You know your destination, that recipe that I'm talking about. You fail, you procrastinate. These are all normal things that you will go through. But the thing is, you know what to do to get back on track. when you derail. And that's the difference when your goal is not properly set and when you have a goal that is completely defined. Okay? And what does it take for you to get that certainty, to have that goal that is clearly defined? You will need the willingness to change in every step of the process. That's the only way to achieve your goal. You need to have the willingness to change. And what it takes for changes. You know what you want. You need to be in the right emotional state. You need to make your plan and take actions. And with every one of these steps, you need to change. It comes with changes. Otherwise, you won't be able to reach it in the time frame that you have set, or you won't reach it at all. You will end elsewhere with your goal. Okay? Let us jump into our first step. Is step number 1. Know what you want. And I want to remind you, if you have questions, please note your questions. We will have a Q&A session at the end of this presentation. I will take totally like 90 minutes. We are already 20 minutes going through with this presentation. And after that, you will have the opportunity to make your questions. If on the long run there is something that you want to have clarification on, you didn't understood it well, just make a note in the Q&A, and we will have our host that will make sure that I get that information, that I can respond to whatever you have to comment on during the presentation. Okay? The first step, know what you want. And as I told before, that with every step you need to change. And change number 1 is change the way you look at your goal. Change the way you look at your goal. When you are busy defining your goal, defining what you really want, you need to look at your goal in a different way. What I want you to do now, I want to ask you to go about it and write down your goal. If you know it already for 2025, you can share it with us in the Q&A or in the chat. Help me host. Is it in the Q&A that they need to share it, or in the chat box? Share with us your goal for this year. What is your goal? And I really want to know if there is some of you who would like to share with us what your goal is. Right? Anyone would like to share their goal? If you know it already, I would like for a couple of you to share your goal with us. You can open your microphone and share it with us. After you have shared your goal, we will deep down into it and see how you have defined it and what are the things that you can do about it to make it complete. Anyone who want to share? Any participant who want to share what their goal is for 2025, if you have set it already? No? Have anyone written it in the chat box? Maybe let me see and go to the chat box. Okay, no, then I will continue. Okay. Step 1. So the 5 minutes to write down your goal. If nobody want to share it, you haven't write it down already, let us continue. Right? Your goal. When you define your goal, don't go and choose something because others do it, or others have it, or it is a fashion, or you can become rich fast of it. If you have your business already and you are maybe launching a new product, make sure that your product that you are launching, it is something that you are good at, or something that you can learn. Not something that you think, okay, I can become very rich of it, or because my neighbor was successful with a product and I will do it too. Make sure it is something that you are good at or that you want to do, that you can learn, and that you want to learn. That's number one. Number two, make sure it is something that you love or at least that you are interested in. If you don't love it, if you are not interested in that product, that new product or service that you want to launch, very, very soon you will get bored about it. So make sure that you love it. And very important, and this one is boldly written here, you know why. Know your why. Why do you want it? What will it do for you? And this is the most important part of your goal. The why. Why do you want to launch a new product? Why do you want to launch a new business? Why do you want to do it? And very important is that you can envision it. That product or that service that you are launching, you need to see it in the hands of your clients, of your customers, how they are using it. And once you have produced it, you need to smell it, you need to taste it, you need to hear it, you need to know every detail about that product or that service that you want to achieve. And you write it down. Try to envision and have a very clear vision, like an image of that service that you are going to give or that product that you are going to deliver. You need to envision it. And once you have envisioned it, you need to describe it. Describe the feeling that you have. Yes? Describe the feeling that you have. If you are working on personal branding, what is personal branding? It is something that you are good at. Is it something that you can learn or you want to learn? Because it is something only because your neighbor are doing it, or you are seeing a lot of young people working in personal branding and you think they are successful and you are gonna do it too, that it's not enough reason to start with a product or to start with a service, right? An important thing, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about the goal? Your feeling is very important because how you feel about your goal is an indicator of success. Our ultimate, more basic goal in life and in everything that we do is happiness, to have joy in what we do. And if that product of service that you have chosen to launch at the end won't bring you that happiness, believe me, you won't succeed. If you don't feel it at the beginning when you have envisioned that happiness, that's why I'm telling you, you need to try to have that feeling that you want to achieve once you have achieved your goal at the beginning, in the phase of defining your goal. You need to try to sense, what do I feel? Do I feel happiness with this goal? And if you have that feeling of what I want to achieve, then your goal is complete. Then I will move forward to make it more clear for you. A complete goal is SMART: specific, measurable, acceptable, realistic, with a time frame. Most of us know what SMART is. Specific is, for example, I want to launch a book business. I want to write a book. It is measurable, yes. I want to, once I publish it, I want to publish 500 books. Is it acceptable, a book of 200 pages? Do I have the knowledge, enough knowledge to write a book that has 200 pages? And will my audience be reading a book of 200 pages? Is it acceptable for them? Is it realistic? Can I write a book of 200 pages? Am I able to do that? And do I have the time, enough time to write a book of 200 pages to launch it by November 2025? That is the SMART part. Has a reason that keeps you motivated. What motivates you to write a book? What does that book make you feel once you have launched it in November, what do you want to feel? Do you want to feel happiness? Do you want to feel that you are proud about yourself? Those are the things that you need to define. Your goal need to have an emotion attached to it. If your goal doesn't have an emotion attached to it, you can end up anywhere. Because once you have written a book, and maybe you have written 100 pages and you think, oh, it's enough, and it will be half a book, and you will probably half a book, but you didn't define the feeling that you want to have once you have finished your book. That feeling of satisfaction, that feeling of joy, that feeling of prideness, you haven't defined it. And you can write a book on 100 pages and publish it anyway because you don't have any feeling about it. Do you know what I mean? If you understand, I want you to understand this part very well, because this is the foundation, the basic of writing goals. Please let me know if you understood. I don't want to offer personal branding. Okay. So, what emotions are driving your desire to achieve that goal? What are the emotions that are driving you to write a book? Think about it. Write it down. That emotion that drives your desire is your key to maintain you motivated along the way. When you will encounter all those drawbacks, all those blocks, all those struggles, it is that emotion that you want to feel that will drive your desire to keep moving on. Otherwise, you won't go on. The reason why people they break up their plans along the way, even before they have come to an end with their products or their services, is because they don't feel anything. It doesn't motivate them. They don't feel happy about their products. They don't feel joy. They don't feel that pride about what they are doing. And you need to have that emotion. That is your driving force to continue to move on, to be resilient about what you are doing in your journey. It is not the figures, but your emotions that are the most important indicator to measure if you are reaching your goal, whether or not. It is not that you have achieved $100. You can achieve $100, but still you don't feel satisfied about it, because you didn't define the feeling that you want to achieve when you have reached your goal. So very important, define the feeling that you want to feel. We are human beings. We are emotional beings. Our emotions drives us. So it's very important for you to know that. Only when you know what you want and it makes you feel the way you want to feel, you can explore options that contribute to achieving your goal. I gave you example of options. A business, starting a new business. I want to become an entrepreneur. Most of the time we put these things as goal. I want to start a new business. I want to become an entrepreneur. I want a good job. I want car. I want houses. And once you have that car and that house, you don't feel anything, because it's not your ultimate goal. These are instruments that can help you to reach your goal. That is the feeling that you want to achieve at the end. So what you need to do is describe your goal and make it complete with how it makes you feel. The reason why I have asked you before to write down your goal is for you to see what your goal was at the beginning of this session. And now that you have more information about adding emotion to your goal, the intention was for you to go and assess that goal again and see, oh, my goal doesn't have that emotional part in it, so it's not complete. And if your goal doesn't have that emotional part in it, go back and describe it again. Compare this. I want a new job where I can work only 4 hours a day with the same income to cover my costs so that my kids can stay home after school. Or I want my kids to stay home after school so that I am more at peace, that they are safe and at ease in the after school hours. So that part of being peaceful, that's your ultimate goal. When you are at home, you want to have that feeling of peace. That is your goal. And there are different ways that can help you to achieve that peace. One is staying home. That's a solution, staying home with your kids. But you could have also find another solution, maybe let them with my mother, for example. And when you don't define your goal well, you will choose the wrong ways, the wrong instruments to achieve your goal. I want you to analyze this. I don't want to be a real estate agent anymore. I want something different. My neighbor has started a car rental business 2 months ago, and already he is making lots of money. I think I will start renting cars too. My goal is to obtain a net profit of $300,000 of guilders by December 2025. Is this a good goal? Please share with me. What do you think? Share with me in the chat. What do you think of this goal? Based on the information that I have given you before, what do you think of this goal? I don't want to be a real estate agent anymore. I want something different. Now I want to be a car rental. I have a car rental business, and I want to make 300,000 guilders at the end of the year. What do you think about this goal? Please share with us. Share with us in the chat. It's not complete. And because this goal is not complete, it doesn't have an emotion attached to it, this person will jump from one business idea to another. Because he has chosen first to be a real estate agent, but he doesn't feel okay with it. It doesn't satisfy him because he doesn't define what feelings, what he wants to achieve, how he wants to live, what emotions he wants to have at the end. Once he is successful in his business, he doesn't define what success means to him. Success doesn't mean to be a successful real estate agent. Success means to be happy as a real estate agent. That is success. And success doesn't mean to earn 300,000 guilders by the end of December, but to be proud of the fact or happy or to enjoy the fact that I can earn $300,000 guilders. That is success. Okay? So what I want you to do, go ahead and redefine your goal. If you had set your goal at the beginning of our session, if you have written it, I advise you to go and adjust it. Adjust it and make it complete and attach a feeling, a emotion, what you want to feel at the end. Your goal should sound like this. I want to open a new car rental business because I was not happy as a real estate agent. I want to open a car rental business because I feel that having a business in the car rental sector will make me more happy. That's it. That's happiness. Yeah, because if you have a business and it doesn't make you happy, or it doesn't make you feel fulfilled, or it doesn't make you feel secure, or it doesn't make you feel proud of yourself, believe me, you will change very soon to another business idea. Okay? Very good. I hope you understand. Give me some feedback in the chat. If you have things that I need to go over it again, give me some feedback. Now I want to move with you to the second step. The first step was to know what you want. Now you know what you want, and knowing what you want, as I told you already, is to attach that emotional part to your goal. Why am I doing it for? Okay? The second step, be on the right level of energy. When you are in your business, you need to be on the right level of energy and to be able to achieve your goal. And what you need to change, this is our change number 2, because as I told you before, every step comes with a change. If you don't want to change, don't start a business. Don't start a business. You need to change. And most of the time we interpret change as the finances that we need to have from the bank, a building, a new business car. Those are vehicles that can lead you to your goal. These are not your end goal, as I told you before. And you need to be in the right emotional state. That is the second change. Eliminate or solve the one big thing that holds you back. We all have things that are holding us back in our lives. We all have that, and we all have one big thing that holds us back, right? And the next step, before you go start planning and do anything with your business, take actions, go and find finances to build a new office or build a new store, a new website. First, make sure you are in the right level, in the right emotional state. And I'm gonna explain you what I mean by that. We are energetic people. We have energy, right? And our energy defines how we are acting, the actions that we are taking, how we are moving, right? If you have a computer, a laptop, you need to recharge it. It needs to have energy, otherwise it won't work. Your smartphone, you need to charge it, otherwise it won't work. And if it doesn't have enough energy, you can use it for a long period of time, right? Your television, everything needs energy. And we are energetic people too, and we too have energy. And there are two types of energy that drives us. Okay, listen very good. We have two types of energy that drives us, and we all have those two types of energy. The first one is a destructive energy. We call it a catabolic energy. And the second one is a constructive energy. We call it anabolic energy. The first energy is destructive, and it is in conflict with success. But let me tell you that it is the energy that is most present on Curaçao and in the world. That is the type of energy that we are presenting in the most of the time. And it consists of two things. An energy level where we are victims, and when we think I always lose, it's an energy. It's an emotion. Energy and emotion. And the second one is the fighter. You lose because I win. When you are on these two basic energy levels that are destructive, when you are a victim on that energy level, on an energetic level of the victim, and you want to start a business, you start a business with the mindset that I will always lose. So you will lose even before you have started your business. If you have the mindset of a victim and you want to start a business, you won't succeed. You know why? Because victims, when you are on an energy level of victims think that they will always lose. I will always lose. That is what a victim thinks. And when you are on that energy level and you move around to go and start a business, everything that happens around you, you don't think that's your fault. It's the fault of the bank. It's the bank that I didn't get the loan. It's my my neighbor that didn't want to lend me his car. It's my mother. It's my sister. And you keep blaming everyone except of looking in yourself what you could have done to move forward, right? And then you have the fighter. The fighter are, when you are on this energy level, you think you lose because I win. You think that the only way for you to win is if someone else loses. And then you start a business, and then you go and move around and you think, okay, I want to have a car rental business too, but I don't want my neighbor to be successful anymore. I will take all his clients from him and they will go to me. Because you think the only way for you to win is if you have the same clients that your neighbor has. And you think your neighbor needs to lose and I need to win. And even when you have clients, The way that you treat your client is not correct because you think that you need to earn as much as possible from your clients and you forget about giving them service. So if you are on that energy level of the fighter and you think that the only way that I can win things is by making that the other is losing, you are on the wrong level of energy. People that are on this level of energy, they are very autocratic and they make the decisions that will benefit them only. And it doesn't matter that their clients don't get the good results. But what I want you to do is to make sure you are in the anabolic energy levels. When you are thinking, I win, you win too. Or you are as a caregiver, you take care of your clients. You win. You make sure that your clients win. Or you think that we both win. I win and you win. Or we always win. And the last one is winning and losing are illusions, but that is very high level for creators, people who are like artists. They are on that energy level. But for me, it's enough that you make the difference between the destructive energy that we have and the constructive energy that we should move to. And when you have destructive energy, you will be fighting all the time with people. You will think that it is their fault that you haven't succeeded. I want you to go and find example of moments that you have acted like a victim. And we do that every day. We do that all the time, right? It's not me. It's the Chamber of Commerce that it is their fault that I didn't get my registration in time. What could you have done yourself? It is the bank that has the fault because I couldn't get a loan. But what could you have done yourself? It is the supplier because I didn't get my products in time. But what could you have done yourself first? That is the victim mentality, the victim energy that we need to get rid of. Go in yourself and find the reason why things are not going the way that you want to do, to go in your life, in your business, and find a way yourself how to improve it. And the fighter is the one that keeps fighting. You didn't get a good response for the bank, and now you go and to the bank and you will fight with the agent, the loan agent, because you need to have that loan. No, go and find another way for you to solve that issue. Go and think, what can I do differently for me to win and the bank too? What are the rules of the bank? Am I complying with them? Or do I want to have a loan despite of the fact that I'm complying with everything that the bank is asking? Then you will move to the anabolic energy, that constructive energy that attracts success. Is it clear? Do you have any question about this? I want you to have this one clear before we move on. Okay? I will give you a certain more in-depth information about the energy level. The first one is the victim. Victim, they have low sense of self-worth, and they are not aware of things that are taking place around them. They believe in things, for example, what they have grown up with. For example, a woman wants to go in a constructive world, but he has been raised at home that woman doesn't work in construction, in the construction sector. And with that belief, he wants to start a constructive business. It won't be effective. Okay, we have perceptions that hold us back. A lot of things that we think that are not right. When people are on this energy level, they are not enthusiasm. They cannot take actions because they have the ability to move on. And if you are on this level, there is something you need to do about it. Why are you on this energy level? And then we have the victim, the fighter, the next one. When people are on this energy level, they have a weak personal identity. They don't trust anyone. They go to the bank, but they don't trust the bank officer. They have a supplier. They don't trust the supplier because they think they will deliver them the wrong products. They struggle with judgment and think wrong. They are angered. They are frustrated, irritably, and they resist everything when they are on this energy level. And these are things that happen all the times, every day. Okay? I want you to move to the higher energy level where you have a higher esteem of yourself. You have the knowledge and understanding of what you are doing. You have confidence and you believe in what you are doing. And you are accountable for your own choices. When something goes wrong in the planning of your business with what you are doing, you know that you need to come back to yourself and find another solution. Okay? And this level 4, this is the level where people think that I take care of my clients and my customers. On this level, you have a strong personal identity and you trust people. You are more engaged. You take care, you show interest, you have sympathy for others and empathy for others, and you are inclined to help, to assist others. With this energy level, you are inclined to have more success in your business. Then we have the level 5, is a higher level of energy. The higher the level, the more successful you will be. This is where we call it the opportunist. The opportunist is where people start seeing opportunity in everything. They don't see a problem as a problem. If they get a rejection from the bank, they see it as an opportunity to improve their business plan. Because there was something wrong with my business plan, with my planning. I need to go back and redescribe it. There is something wrong with my goal. I haven't defined it correctly. I need to go back and make an even better definition of my goal. So when you are in business and things go wrong, you have problems, you need to see it as an opportunity for you to grow. If you don't see problems as an opportunity, you will get problems over and over again without being able to solve them. A problem is a way for you to go to a higher level. Because if you are moving on this level and everything is okay, there is nothing going on, there is nothing that will motivate you to go to a higher level. But if you have challenges, if you experience problems, and you see them as opportunity to solve them and to move on another level, then your business will grow. So if you have this energy level as an opportunist, you will grow. Okay? And you are calm, you are willingness to accept differences instead of focus on changing people, changing your employees. That's the energy level, anabolic energy level that I want you to move on. And then we have the 6 and the 7. These are very high energy levels where when you are creating, inventing new things, you will move on these energy levels. But if you move to level 5, move out of level 2 and 3, those levels that are destructive, and move into 3, 4, and 5, that's enough for me. You will succeed in your business, okay? Okay. We have moved to the energy level. I'm moving backwards instead of moving forwards. Get rid and solve that one big thing that I was talking with you about. Once that you have the feeling in what energy level you are, because we can go and do that for ourselves. Am I giving others the blame every time, again and again? Am I fighting with people every time that I want to solve something? I see myself wanting to have it all and leaving nothing for the other. There is something going wrong. And you need to know what is it that is blocking me, that I'm keep moving in those destructive energy level. What is it? And that is one big thing. We all have one big thing that stand in our way from moving forward. once you have defined your goal correctly, you need to know if I am in the right emotional state and what is it that brings me back to that level of victim, that brings me back to that level of being a fighter. What is it? You need to know what it is. And most of the time, it is something that doesn't anything to have with your business. You need to go and ask yourself, what keeps me up at night? What keeps popping in my mind all the day long? And that will keep me from doing my job, because we do have that. And you have to be honest with yourself on this one. When you cannot sleep at night, you wake up in the morning with a problem in your mind. You go and sit behind your desk or in your garage or in your store, but you are not able to think clearly. That is one thing that keeps you busy. And I want to give you one example for you to know what I'm talking about. Okay? Things that keep us busy are things like, for example, a breakup with your partner, a breakup with your husband, or you are not talking with your mother. Those kind of things. And believe me, those kind of things stand in our way from the beginning phase of our business. And most of the time we think that we are not able to start up a business to make it successful because we don't have the abilities. It's not about your ability. Let me tell you that. It's not about the ability most of the time. Ability is something that you can learn. A skill is something that you can learn. And most of the time, it's not about your ability. It's about those big things that we have in life that we do not solve. And they keep popping in our minds. And once they occupy your mind, you don't have space for anything else. You will feel headache, heartburns, your heart will start bumping. You will feel all those things. You will feel distracted. You will be procrastinating. Because when you go and sit down and you want to work on your business or in your business, you will be distracted by that one big thing. And those are serious problems that we have. Maybe maybe someone in your family, a good relative of yours has passed away. And you are still in the mourning phase, but you need to try to find a way to deal with it. And if it keeps popping in your mind, it will take time away from you, valuable time that otherwise you have spent in your business. You are procrastinating. You can't move forward. What is that one big thing? Relationship problems. You need to solve them. You cannot start a business and have those things at the same time without solving them. It is normal that we all have those things, but it's not okay to go ahead with them. They are your problem, not your ability, not your skills. So find out what is the most important issue that you need to solve before continuing in your business. I want you to find out what it is. And that issue, as I told you before, is not always related to your goal or your objective. Take time, focus on yourself, and think, what is the biggest thing that is derailing me, that is taking my eyes off my business, taking my eyes off my goal, that every time I want to sit and work, I am not able to think. I am not able to solve anything. I cannot concentrate. What is it? Those are the things that are standing in our ways. Those are the things that are standing in our ways. And what we do, we tend to push them away, and we go and we buy another online course about AI course, and then we go and buy another course, and then we buy another course. Those courses are good, of course, but still you need to solve that one big thing first. Or at the same time that you are moving forward, work on it. Go to a therapist, talk to a good friend to move on, to solve that problem. What makes you feel anxious when you think about it? What keeps you wake up at night? What keeps popping in your mind several times a day? You want to push it away, but it keeps popping up in your mind. What is it? Those are the things that are making that we are not successful. It's not your ability. Yeah? So that one big thing, mostly it's something that you must resolve. And it's something so painful because we all have painful things in our lives. It's so painful that you don't want to touch it. You don't want to talk about it. It's painful, it hurts, and it makes you feel insecure. It makes you feel pressed and stressed. It comes into your mind several times a day. It distracts you. It keeps you awake at night. I'm telling it over and over again because I want you to really be honest with yourself. That's the only thing you need to be honest with yourself about what is it that is standing in your way. Okay? And once you have solved it, or you are dealing with it, or you have talked about it with a friend, you will feel like relieved. But if you keep it inside, you want to touch it, you want to talk about it, you cannot move forward. You will feel depressed. Okay? So very, very, very important. In my coaching practice, because I do international coaching, I work for a German company, I have every day executives, managers from big international companies that I'm having coaching with. Their most important problem is the one thing that they haven't resolved. And if I am not able to bring them to that core problem for them to resolve, and that they think it's a management issue, it's a leadership thing, it is not. First and foremost, it is that one thing that they bring to work that is working with them everywhere, because you are one person. If you have one big thing, you will take it everywhere. So make sure that you solve it. It's a human thing. We all have it, but we don't have to carry it with us everywhere, right? What I want you to do, I really, really want you to take some time, 2 or 3 minutes, and find about your level of energy. What energy level are you at? Okay, think about. I have a mistake, about. And that energy level is related to that big thing that you have. The reason why you are at that energy level, the victim or the fighter, that are the destructive energy level, is because you haven't deal with that big thing. And your energy level that you're in, you will take it everywhere. You will take it to the bank, you will take it to your supplier, you will take it to your customer, because it's you. You are one person. You will take it everywhere. And if you are not able to deal with it and solve it, that one big thing underlying that energy that you have, it will be very difficult for you to be successful and to impact in your business. I will invite you to start thinking about how you are gonna deal with that one big thing. Okay? Take some time. I really want you, invite you to take 2 to 3 minutes and find out what is the energy level that is predominant in your life now. I told you before, the 1 and 2, the victim and the fighter, are the 2 predominant energy level in the world, but it doesn't have to be all the time. Because we all have all levels and we are scaling. Go and find what energy, be honest with yourself. What is the predominant energy level that you have right now? And when you discover for yourself is the victim or the fighter, or maybe you have a higher energy level because you were able to deal with that one big thing already, it's okay. And even when you have dealt with it, you will find moments that you will move back to the 1 and 4, the victim and the fighter, but you know what it is. You have dealt with it before, so you know what to do to get back to the higher energy level and to be of service of your clients. Look for a win-win, to see problems not as a problem, but as an opportunity to grow. The way that you treat your employees, very important. Yeah. Are you allowing them to make problems and to grow? You know, if you are on those lower destructive level, you won't allow your employees to grow. So find out at what energy level are you at right now. And once you have found that out, go be honest with yourself and think, what is that one big thing that is holding me back? That one big thing in my life. Okay? This is a different webinar because we are talking about you as a person. And if you are not working at yourself, on yourself as a person, you cannot work in your business or on your business. You cannot do that. You won't be, or it will take so much energy from you. You will have to spend so many hours working because you are being distracted so often during the day. You will be so tired because you cannot sleep at night that you cannot perform in your business. That's the thing. And I see clients all the time, every day with this. Every single day. And I want you to start working on yourself because your business is you. Your business will not exist if you are not there. That building is a building. The finances are finance. They don't have life. You have life. And you have to work on yourself, on your energy, on your emotion, on feeling well. Okay? So I wonder if someone was able to find out that big thing. If you don't want to share the content of it, I'm trying to see to pop up my chat box. Yes. Okay. Has someone succeeded to define? And it's not defined to get to it because you know what it is. It's about being honest and take the courage to start working on it. Okay? Take the courage to start working on it. It's not something that you have to discover. It's something that you have to go to and make sure that you are gonna work on it. Okay? Has anyone been able to do it? To discover it? Or to go to it and say, okay, I know it. Now I know it. And don't feel ashamed because we all have it. We all have those things in life. We all have them. Okay? So let us move forward. Solve that one big thing. Now you know you have pinpointed it because it's not something that you have to discover because you know what it is. But it is because our fears and our insecurities and our shames, because we are ashamed of things, that we often do not want to deal with those things. Okay? You have pinpointed it, what that one big thing is. Deal with it. Take that first step. Be honest with yourself. Go to a therapist or maybe a friend. Talk about it with the person involved. What you want to do. And don't believe your own excuses that it's okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay. It will keep holding you back. It will keep holding you back. It's not okay to not deal with it. Don't believe your own excuses that, I will take some medicine and I think I can sleep at night and wake up good in the morning. It's not going to happen. Okay? So I want you to take time, go into yourself, pinpoint, and think about how you are going to deal with it. In my practice, I do help people to think about it, but in this webinar, we cannot do that. Okay? What I want you to do is, when you have pinpointed that one big thing, set a date. Set a date that you want to start working on that issue. Okay? If it's a relationship problem with your husband or with I don't know, with your friend, with your boyfriend, set a date, invite them to a dinner, the two of you, and start talking about how you are gonna solve it. And some of those solutions, they are painful, but it's an investment. See, as an investment in yourself. They are painful, but you need to work on them. Otherwise, you won't be able to move forward. Okay? Set a date to start working on that issue. Communicate your decision with others. If you have a good friend, a BFF, or a sister that you are good with, or maybe a cousin, nephew, I don't know. Tell them what you have decided. Believe me, this is one of the most relieving things that you can do. Share your decision that you want to start working on that big thing with someone that you trust. And you will start releasing that energy from your body. Okay? So communicate it. Tell that other person, commit yourself, let them know what you're up by when you are gonna start doing it. Have someone of confidence that you keep coming back to tell what you're doing, how it went, and someone that can also keep you accountable for your actions in solving that one thing. Okay? Once you have decided and you have talked about it, you will see how relieved you will feel to move on in your business, achieving your goals, and those kind of things. Okay? So you have said that you know what you want. You have defined your goal well by attaching that emotion to it that you want to achieve. Now you are in the next phase of being in the right emotional state. You know when you are on the destructive energy level, and you know that once you are there, you want to move away from it. Try to find out what is it that makes me act like this, blaming others, fighting with others, criticizing others. Everything is black or white. I don't find a middle way for anything. If you are there, take a pause, step back, try to find out what is going on. What is it that makes me act and feel that way? Go to the one big thing, deal with it, set a date, talk with someone about it, your decision to share it, maybe go to a therapist. Do those things. It's normal. It's very normal, and it's okay to do that. And then move forward to your next phase in being successful with your goals, with your business, and the kind of things. Yeah? Communicate your decision. Now we are going to the next step. And the next step, now you are gonna make your plan. Now you are gonna make your plan. And making plan is the thing that people start with all the time when they want to start the business. It's the first thing that they do. Start planning. They don't feel okay. They don't know where they are going. They don't know what they want. But still they are making a plan. And they are missing the two most important steps, that is, know what you want, attach your emotion to it, make sure that you have are dealing with things that are holding you back, and now you are going to plan. This is the next phase. Only now. Okay? Okay. Make your plan. And when you make your plan, there is also a change attached to it. Stop hiding. Stop hiding your plan. Share your goals and your plan with family and friends. You know what I encounter all the time in my coaching practice? People that have a plan, a very good plan, and they think that it is not good enough. The one at the other side is better. I'm very ashamed of telling about my plan. I don't want anybody to know that I'm starting a business because I'm not sure. Stop doing that. If you have made the first two steps, okay, you made the changes that I've told you about, you are okay about what you have chosen as your goal, as your business concept, as your new product, as your new service, you know what you want to achieve, what feeling you want to have, make the change. Stop hiding. There is no reason, because if you hide, no one will know about your plan or anything of your business. Stop hiding. Stop sharing with your plan in this phase already, so they know what you are coming with. Yeah, coming up with. Share your plans and your goals with family and friends, and make sure, what is my energy level here? Always make sure, assess your energy level. Know that I'm feeling okay. I'm not in the destructive energy level. I'm in the constructive energy levels. And if you encounter that you are on those two, destructive energy level, the victim of the fighter, pause for a while. Make sure you know what is going down there. What is that thing that is making me feel like and think like a victim or like a fighter? Solve it before moving to this next phase. Every time. Make sure you will check with your energy level over and over again and solve issues over and over again and move forward in life. Don't live with things. You will get sick. You will get even sick. Okay. So the change attached to make your plan is to share it with someone. Don't hide it. Okay. You have thought enough about your plan. You have analyzed it. So it's okay. It's good. Share it. Think and make note of everything you need to do to move forward. Approach others for ideas of actions you can take. Write down for every action point what you need, how you are going to do it, what the results are, what the costs are, and set your day. And let me tell you this. When you have thought about your plan and you know what feeling is attached that you want to achieve, that motivator, I want to start a new business because I want to be happy and have freedom in my life. I don't know, whatever your emotional thing is attached to your plan, that is your biggest motivation to move forward. Okay, it's your biggest motivation to move forward. And once you have your plan and you have no distractions, no big things, or you are dealing with them, you will see that it will be very easy for you to define your steps. Believe me, it works that way because your mind is clear, you can think clear, and ideas will come popping up like automatically. Believe me, your mind is very powerful. But if you don't deal right with your mind and you keep clogging it with big things, problems and things, there is no space for you to think about your business. You need to clear your mind, deal with those big things, so your mind is free to think about your business. And those action points, they will pop up like automatically because you know it's in you. But the way that you're blocking is by not solving that problem. Once you solve it, you have no blocks standing between you and that source of ideas and solutions that you have inside, because we all have that source inside of us. But if we have things that we are not dealing with, we will be blocked and you won't find solutions. So when you are going to work on those steps, make sure you have done the phases before, and now it will pop up like automatically, like a recipe that you have, and you know that every time I'm gonna do this product, the service, I have my recipe ready. So write down your action points, what you need, how are you gonna do it, what are the results that you want to achieve, the cost, set your date. Only and now you are gonna make your plan. Only now, not before you have dealt with anything that we have talked about before. Okay? So you make your plan, and the change that comes with this step is to communicate your plan, communicate your idea, invite a group of friends, tell them about your idea, let them brainstorm with you, give you ideas. That's the thing, and you will know, you will feel how happy you are gonna feel about your business. Then you will take your plan. Once you have decide what actions you need to take, you divide your actions in equal parts depending on the length of your plan. And 12 for a year plan, 12 months. Divide your monthly actions into actions per week. Plan your daily actions realistically and based on your weekly action plan. And then you make sure you have a list of action every day. So you plan per year, per month, per week and per day. Make sure you have a daily action plan. And what I suggest you is plan even your weekends and leisure time. Don't work in the weekends. I did that in the past. And then you will work all time. Plan even your weekends and plan one action every day. And at the end of the week, you will have achieved 5 different actions. Use a planner because planners help people. It helps. Use a planner that help you to plan your activities. There are a lot of good planners out there. Go to any bookstore, you will find a good planner. Okay? Don't overplan. No matter how easy those actions may seem, don't overplan. You can overachieve every day if you plan realistically and feel good about yourself. I do plan one thing a day, only one activity a day. And if I reach it by the mid of the day, I can even go and have some leisure time, or I can do another one and feel good about it too. Okay? So sometimes we tend to plan like 2 or 3, 5 things on a day, and at the end of the day, we haven't achieved any of them. Plan one, and at the end of the week, you will have achieved 5. Okay? And plan actions that are doable. They are not too easy, but not too complicated. And otherwise, break them down in smaller pieces. If they are big, complicated, break them down in smaller pieces. And as I told before, the change that you need to achieve in this step is use the power of sharing. Share your monthly, weekly, or daily goals with friends. Let them know what you are doing, and they will be very excited for you. If you have good friends, they will be as excited for you about your plans and your activities that you are gonna achieve. Okay? To-do list, this is an exercise that you can do. Go and find what are the things that you need to do once you have set your goal well. You have you are in the right emotional state. You have dealt with that big thing, and you have communicated your plan to your friends, business partner maybe. Make your list. This is an exercise that you can do on yourself, by yourself. Make your list, what you want to do this year to achieve your goal, okay? And think of at least 5 actions that can contribute to your goal. Here is where you put the actions that you need to choose that can help you contribute to your goal. If by the end of the year you want to publish that book of 100 pages, what are the 5 biggest actions that you need to take, and break them down into smaller action, okay? And think of someone, of course, that you can share your goal with and plan it. Someone that can hold you accountable, that will tell you, okay, you told me last week you want to do this. What did you do? Find a partner that you can spare with and that can help you achieve your goals, okay? Very good. And number 4 is take action. That is the last step and the last change. We had 4 steps with 4 changes. Stop confusing uncomfortability with inability. Taking actions to do new things, it makes us feel uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean that you are not able to do it. And we confuse all the time. When we are feeling uncomfortable, we think that we are not able to do things. How often do you hear yourself saying, oh, it was more easier than I thought? Because you thought that you couldn't do it, but it is not that. It is not your ability. It is the uncomfortability that you are feeling. And what I want you to do is to get used to feeling uncomfortable when you are taking actions. Because taking new actions, it will never feel comfortable. And get used to feeling uncomfortable and take action. You can do it. And if it's a new skill, you can learn it and do it. It's not your inability, it's your uncomfortability. And that the thought that we cannot do it make us procrastinate when we are taking actions, because you think, I cannot do it. But it's only the uncomfortability. You can do it. Okay? So stop confusing uncomfortability with inability and start thinking that I can do it. I don't feel that comfortable, but I will do it anyway. Every action step that you have defined on your plan, you can do it. Okay? The moment that you have thought about it is because you have the ability, or you can develop the ability to take action in your business. Okay? Uncomfortability again is the feeling of unease, fear. It is even fear. Sometimes we are afraid, or hesitation that often accompanies our new challenges. But it's normal because you are a human being and we have fear. We feel unease. We feel uncomfortable. But that doesn't mean that you have to stand still. You can move forward despite of your fear, and that is courage. Courage is moving forward despite of your fear, despite of your feeling of unease. Okay? But know that you can do it. And it's a natural human response, stepping out of your comfort zone, and a normal part of our growth. Know that when you are feeling uncomfortable, is that when you are growing. It's when you are growing. Okay? And inability, on the other hand, implies that you don't have the capability to do something. And most of the time, it is not our ability. Okay? Good. Our next slide. And in every step that you think, as I told you before, think about your energy level, what is holding me back, and focus on your emotion, what thoughts came into my mind, how did I feel. Don't be afraid to mention your feeling. Don't be afraid to mention your doubt, your anxiety, because it's normal. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. It only means that it's something new and we are uncomfortable with it. Okay? And what do I need to stop doing certain things that are stopping me from moving forward? What do I need to start doing certain things that I need to start doing to move forward? Because sometimes we have those things that we are used to do that we need to stop. Stop going on my phone every time, again and again. That will take time. Stop talking on the phone. Those kind of things. Stop stopping from my desk every time, again and again. Go in the fridge and come back without doing nothing. Those are excuses that we are using for not taking actions because we are feeling uncomfortable. And we jump into those activities that doesn't deliver anything for us. They are comfortable, but they don't deliver anything for us. Okay? So stop doing them. Make a list of things that you need to stop doing, that you know that you are doing, that are distracting you. Stop doing them and take that courage despite of your fears, that feeling of unease, that uncomfortability, to take the actions that you need to take. Okay? And practice. The magic word is practice. Practice with taking actions despite of your fears. Practice with taking actions despite of your uncomfortability. Practice with taking actions despite of your feeling of unease. Those things you need to practice and learn from yourself. I'm feeling uncomfortable. What did I do yesterday? Because yesterday I did it. What did I do? Oh, I did that and this. And learn from yourself, practice, and move forward. Because your best teacher is yourself. You know when you do something good and you know what you did, that you can do it again and learn from yourself. That's the way to move forward and to impact, to have success and impact in your business. Okay? Are we okay? The fighter. Yes, we have fighters here. I'm looking on and off on the chat. I have this simplified model for you. It's the model for change. It's very simple, but when we want to change, we need to go back to our thoughts. Okay, we have here the events, something that's going on. We have our thoughts, we have emotions, and we have actions. When we need to change and something is going on, for example, you are feeling unease, we're taking a new action to, for example, something that I had. Let me take this example. When I started my coaching business, I started to make promotions. I had a lot of problems to make videos. I didn't want to make videos. I was always writing down my promos. And I had a coach, because I had a coach too, and he told me, it's time for you to start making videos. You need to do it now. And he gave me 5 days to make my first video. And I kept procrastinating with those feelings of unease, uncomfortability. It's not that I couldn't. I had the ability. But the idea that it's difficult, I don't know what was going on. Okay? What I did, the last day, the deadline that I had to deliver that video to my coach, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I was thinking, oh my goodness, I need to do this video. Today is my deadline. I went back to my thought. I say, what is standing in your way? Those thoughts, the event, I woke up in the morning, I need to do the video, and then I had the thought. What is standing in my way to do the thought? I can do it. I can do it. And all those days before, I kept thinking it is difficult. It was in English. I thought, okay, I need to make a video in English, how I'm gonna do it. And I followed a coaching program 1 year long in English, and now I was doubting in my English. And then I stand still, I changed my thought. I said to myself, Carla, you can do this. You know how to do a video in English. No, you know what you have to say because it's your service. You know everything about it. You know how you want your clients to feel. What is standing in your way? And when I change my thoughts about I can do it, I will do it today, my emotions change. I felt better, I felt confident, and then I could take the action to make the video. That morning, I have taken about 15 takes. They were all the same, but it's me again. I have taken about, and the 15th one was, I was okay with it. And the thing is, it is your thoughts that are making you feel afraid. You think, okay, I cannot do it, and then you will have those feelings and emotions of being afraid, of feeling insecure. If you go back to your thoughts, yeah, because when an event presents something new that you have to do, you're gonna think, okay, I cannot do it. And when you think you cannot do it, your thought will trigger your emotions. You will feel insecure, you will feel uncomfortable, and the action that you will take is to procrastinate. You will procrastinate. What you need to do is, okay, what action did I take? I'm procrastinating. What did I feel before I was procrastinating? I feel uncomfortable. I felt like unease. I felt fear. And what was I thinking? I was thinking that I cannot do this video because it's the first time, it's new. But what's the truth about it? What aspect in taking video are you not mastering? I master everything. And when I was mastering everything, my thought changed. And when I thought, okay, it's okay, I was feeling better and I took the video. So always go back to your thoughts. When you change your thoughts, your emotion will change. I'm telling you this. That is how we work as human beings. When you change your thoughts, your emotion will change. When I am in a training room with people, and sometimes they are organizations are sending people to courses, and there are a couple of people that they don't want to be there in that room, and they come and sit there with their faces very struck. So and I say I cannot give training with people not feeling okay, they are not happy, and I try to make them change their feelings so their action will change, how they will present themselves. I will try to manipulate, I will use manipulate possibly their thoughts. I will ask them, how are your kids today? And their thoughts will go to their kids and they will start feeling good about their kids, and their emotions will change and their action will change in the room. Or I ask them, do you have grandkids? How are they doing? They are smiling because their thoughts change to go, move to their grandkids, their emotions are changing and their actions are changing. That's a way for me to have everyone in the training room. So go back to your emotions always, to your thoughts always. Your emotions drive your feeling, your thoughts drive your emotions, and your emotions trigger your actions. Believe me, you have an event that make you think, oh, I cannot do it, or I don't do this. Change your thoughts and think that you can do it for the positive. When you change your thoughts will trigger your emotions. You will have better emotions, and your emotions trigger your actions. That's the way that we function as human beings. Okay? And that is the one thing for change. Whatever you are at your big thing or any point during those steps, you have assessed your energy and you don't feel well, you are on that victim role, go on the fighter role, go back to your thoughts and think differently about the event, about the situation, about that person. And when you change your thoughts for positive, on a higher level, we will all win, I will help people, your feelings will change and your actions will eventually change too. Okay? That is the presentation that I had for you today. Ending with the simplified model for change. You can start practicing it right away. Okay, when you are in the traffic, maybe you are thinking people are driving too slow and you are jumping in your fighting mode and you start screaming in your car. Go to your thought and think, okay, why am I doing this? There is traffic, I can scream, I can do anything, it won't help with anything, and you will see that you will calm down, your emotions will change, and you will sit like, easily and waiting for the traffic to, to open for you to move on. So start practicing it, and you will see that it will help. Okay? Any questions?